Hi, and welcome to our website, whiplashholisticfrankfort.com. My name is Dr. John Heyer, and our website is 100% dedicated to helping people who suffer needlessly from whiplash. Before I get too far into the details of whiplash and the treatment options available at Holistic Health, I would like to invite you to a very special event coming up March 31st. We are having an exclusive dinner presentation where we will be sharing a lot of great information about the causes and effects of whiplash, and more importantly, discussing the most effective forms of treatment available for this crippling problem. Did you know? Research has shown that there is a method of treatment that can be up to 93% effective for people suffering from chronic whiplash type pain. So hang in there until the end of the video for more information. Now let's get back to the problem. I know you. Even though I may have never met you, I know you. Probably the only reason you're on this website right now is because you, or someone you know, is suffering from an injury from a motor vehicle crash. During a motor vehicle crash, your vehicle may not be the only thing experiencing damage. Even at low speeds, your neck can withstand trauma capable of causing chronic pain and long-term disability. The longer you wait to receive proper treatment, the more pain and suffering you may have to experience. Typically, you will fall into one of two categories. First is that you may have recently had a collision and you're unsure of the correct course of action to take. Or secondly, like many other people, your motor vehicle crash may be in your past quite some time, and you may have tried other treatments that aren't getting you the results that you're looking for. Whichever group resembles you, you should know that you are among 3 million people each year in the United States that experience a motor vehicle crash. Research from the Spine Institute of San Diego showed that up to 45% of people who complained of chronic neck pain attribute it to some past motor vehicle crash. Another study showed that of the 3 million collisions each year, approximately 10 to 14% will turn into some type of chronic long-term disability. That's over 300,000 people each year. Are you one of them? Here's a common scenario I hear almost every day. Dr. Heyer, it didn't seem like much damage to the car, and we didn't even call the police, but a few days later, or maybe it was a few weeks later, I started to get these headaches and have this stiff and painful neck. Or another scenario, Dr. Heyer, I went to the hospital and the MD said it was just a muscle spasm and it would go away. They gave me some pills, but it's not getting better. In fact, I think it's getting worse. And what's really sad is frequently patients will tell me that the other doctors said they found nothing wrong. And the person continues on with their life wondering why are they still in pain and wondering if maybe it's just in their head. No, it isn't. I'm here to tell you that it's not in your head. Unfortunately, many doctors often overlook soft tissue damage that may not be seen on normal x-rays and regrettably completely dismiss your symptoms. You were not heard, you were not cared for properly, and this may be prolonging your pain. Other versions of the story include there were no symptoms right away and it took maybe hours or days, weeks, maybe months before the pain and discomfort was noticeable. And that's one of the several myths that surrounds this problem. In fact, more often than not, symptoms don't appear right away. Let's put it this way. On September 11th, 2001, when the two airplanes flew into the World Trade buildings, did they fall apart and collapse right away? No, they didn't. It took over an hour for the two buildings to become so damaged and so weakened that they finally collapsed on themselves. So in many cases, the crash may be the initiating trigger that started the trauma, but it may take time for the structures of the spine, the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, the discs, the joints themselves to deteriorate to the point where pain and discomfort is felt. I could go on and on about the ins and the outs of whiplash, the mechanisms of injury, the events, the phases of the event, the types of injury. But what you probably really want to know is, what's the most effective form of treatment? Well, I will be happy to share that with you and much more on Tuesday, March 31st at 6 p.m. at Jenny's Steakhouse in Frankfort. Again, that's Tuesday, March 31st at 6 p.m. at Jenny's Steakhouse in Frankfort. If you register now, you'll save your seat for the event. And please, seating is limited, so hurry and do it now. The old saying of there's no such thing as a free meal is actually true. This isn't a free meal, but we're not going to try to sell you a timeshare for the Bahamas either. We're going to dig deep to dispel the myths of whiplash with the truth about the problem and have a great meal at the same time. We will ask for a donation of just $7 to help us cover the cost of this meal and this great presentation, which is usually priced at $16 itself. So you get a great price on a great meal and a solution for a painful problem. Please fill out the information below to register for our exclusive informational dinner event. I'm Dr. Heyer. I hope you'll join us. We'll see you there.